because
This guy-
I'm a big
This could be the preview. This
I'm
could be
a big
preview.
fan of rugby.
Yeah.
I'm not. I
Not
don't
rugby, mushrooms.
You're going to rugby? Where have you
What?
got rugby
I
from?
don't know where I've got that from at all.
You
That's the
are-
preview clip.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Next team, Palace, Vieira.
We'll do that as a preview clip. Thomas Tuchel is a mushroom.
Yeah,
Get that at the start of the podcast.
there we go.
Patty V.
Patrick Vieira, proper powerhouse
Class
again. Thank you, Jake. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Handbags, Manbags, Bumbags podcast. It feels like quite a while since we last did one of these, with it being, 2 weeks since we actually did do one.
Ben slacking, really.
Probably nearer a month since we actually did a proper one. Mainly because the last week you didn't want to be on camera and absolutely ruined it all.
True.
Yeah.
I was just,
And last week we didn't do one because I couldn't be bothered to edit it, and the previous week we didn't do it.
To be fair, we couldn't physically record one last week because I was in Reading on Monday, you were out Tuesday and Wednesday, and the podcast was due on Thursday.
Exactly, but
couldn't physically record
it's,
one.
I could have done a solo one, but
okay. Well, we'll know that.
but me on my own, like my just natural.
to be fair,
like,
if you did do one on your own, you'd be able to talk about topics that we don't potentially know about. So.
yeah. So that means
Solo podcast.
basically everything.
Yeah, essentially. But we're back to a normal podcast. First time doing the setup with the three of us on camera.
It's taken bloody ages for me to sort out. So.
Well, 15 minutes. It's not bloody ages, really, is it? But anyway, we are going to be doing a normal episode, and
For once.
and again, as per usual, it was a last-minute decision about what we're going to do, and we don't actually know how good this topic's going to be. But we're going to give it a go. It was one I've just thought of at the last second, really, before.
As usual.
As usual, before walking down to the studios. Basically, this week we are going to be essentially going through all 20 managers in the Premier League and assessing if they were a food or drink item that you could buy from an English football ground, what would they be and why? I mean, it sounds strange, but there could be actually some logic to this. Potentially.
It definitely won't be.
I feel like the logic's going to be with the English managers getting like linked to food, really.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like a certain ginger bloke later on. That we're
What,
gonna
Dean
discuss.
Smith?
No, Sean Dyche.
Rude. Anyway,
Is that rude? It's a factual statement. He is a ginger bloke.
yeah, he's a ginger prince. But anyway, we'll start obviously as per usual, alphabetical order.
The
It's
Fresh
Arsenal.
Prince of Burnley.
Fresh Prince of Burnley.
I like that actually. That's good. We'll keep that for future. Stop saying Sue. Ronaldo's rubbish.
No, he's not. Yeah, he missed Nathan goal the other day.
Thank
Funny,
you.
innit?
And a Mr. Penn against Borough.
Yeah,
Thank
Payne.
you. And was
Payne.
just dreadful.
Yeah.
Anyway, as per usual, it is Arsenal. Mikel Arteta. Now, Arteta's character really, he's quite a flamboyant manager, but the dynamic is, yes, they're good, but they've got a mistake in them. It's a bit sloppy. So what food are we talking really, or drink, that proportion?
I wish it was just like any food, because I'd say he was a glass of red wine, but
We could get red wine at a bar at a football ground, can't you?
Yeah, some grounds you
I
can.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never
If you go
purchased
to a
alcohol
non-league,
from
a lot of non-league grounds will have bars in their clubhouse.
Yeah.
red
And
wine.
a lot of them will have red wine, because I would have said the exact same thing for Arteta, really. Because
Was you actually going to say red wine?
along similar lines, yeah, because obviously red wine, Spain's quite a popular region for red wine.
Yeah,
Arteta
I would
being
say
Spanish.
He definitely drinks a lot of red wine.
Yeah,
you
100%.
can just tell. You can just tell.
Yeah, he does.
Or
Him
something,
and like
or something strong to get over the fact that he's got Granit Xhaka in midfield.
you can just tell like Arteta in like a debrief or whatever, with a glass of wine, just looking over statistics and stuff like that. Really,
I could
It's
also,
just, yeah.
I could hazard a guess for a chicken balti pie as well. Because, reasoning being, Arsenal are quite a fiery side at the minute. Obviously, they've got 14 red cards since Arteta took over.
Yeah.
That fieriness of a chicken balti pie translating into
fair,
Arsenal's style
As
of
I
football.
said earlier, we were speaking about this earlier. To be fair, 6 of them 14 are just David Luiz and Xhaka.
That's a good point, yeah.
There's only about
That's
seven.
mental.
There's only about 7 different players. He's just got a couple serial offenders in there.
Yeah, and one of them doesn't even play for the club anymore.
He wanted to get rid of both, to be fair. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he very nearly got rid of Granit Xhaka. Where did he
Yeah,
end up
that's-
going? Roma or something, wasn't it?
He was going to go to Roma,
Yeah,
but
Mourinho
they
wanted him, didn't he?
wouldn't stump up the cash, you know.
Boring.
And then they
Boring.
gave Xhaka at 4-year deal, even though they tried to sell him.
Yeah.
Arsenal logic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think it says a lot about where my brain's going to go with these. That my first two things that came into my head are paella and tapas.
Well, you might be.
You can't get at football grounds. That's where
not in this country. Maybe at Barcelona or something, but certainly not on a cold Tuesday night in Stoke. You're definitely going to get tapas.
I've just heard a Spanish man's name and just gone for the stereotype.
I mean, to be honest, we're probably going to shit-ass this a little bit. I mean, red wine is a bit of a cop-out, really.
No, I think
get them at grounds. To be fair,
I think I might just shit out it the old way, you know, and just name a food, you know. You guys can name.
Okay,
football ground
fair enough.
foods, and I'll just name a random
Fair
food.
enough. Okay.
So I have one from Bruno Lage already.
What?
Yeah.
We'll come to it later.
That's what we're end on, so it better be good.
Better be a good one.
No.
Who's next is Villa, isn't it? Of course.
Yeah, Gerrard.
Trying to think
something
of
a bit bland.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something quintessentially Scouse, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something as well.
Try not to be something.
Well, it's something that's a bit boring. I'd say probably like a plain hamburger or something. It's just
Stevie G.
It's hard on the inside, but very soft on the outside.
Ham sandwich, you know.
Ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Steven Gerrard is a ham sandwich.
Just a hamburger, because obviously.
Like every now and then, a ham sandwich can bang, but it's still like, you know.
You know what you're getting as well.
Yeah, it'll never be terrible, but every so often it can be a. Yeah.
I'm just thinking the hamburger tactic does kind of work because obviously Gerrard was quite a meaty midfielder.
Meaty midfielder.
That doesn't sound particularly good, but
it does. He was a meaty man.
Well, yeah, in many proportions.
Yeah. In every sense
got stuck
of the word.
Stuck into challenges in the middle of the park, but then you've got the two buns around him, which are soft. You've got soft defence at Villa.
Are we sure we're talking about hamburgers now, Ben?
Yes, we are.
Soft buns.
Will you shut
surrounding
up? You know what?
Ham sandwich.
It flowed so much easier when you weren't on this.
I've just found out there's a stew called Scouse. So
I have heard of Scouse stew.
I'll go with that.
Scouse stew. What is involved in?
I googled Scouse.
Okay, what are the ingredients in it?
So I just googled Scouse food, thinking there might be things that are linked.
Surely
to
that
Scousers,
can't taste good, honestly.
Chunks of meat, usually beef or lamb, potatoes and onion.
So a stew.
It's just a stew then.
I know.
You can't get it.
Scousers are odd.
You can't get it at football
They're
grounds.
trying to claim. Well, it's a cop out again, really.
If we're shithousing it, then Scouse stew because it's got Scouse in the name and he is Scouse. Now Scouse doesn't sound like a word. I've said it that many times.
Right.
I wish this episode was sponsored by someone like Footy Scran or something.
Do they do sponsorships?
Probably not, but
Burnley next.
No, it's Brentford next.
Get the league table up. I need to
Brentford
think
up
in
next.
advance.
I can't reach my laptop from here, but
I need
Brentford,
to think in
then
advance.
Brighton.
Brentford, Brighton, Burnley, the next three.
So Brentford.
Yes.
Yeah, Thomas Frank. Interesting.
Some sort of Danish pastry. Yeah.
Yep.
Danish pastry. Oh shit! Sky News notification. Sorry, I'll
'Cause
turn my phone on
That is
silent.
unprofessional.
He
That is
seems.
so unprofessional. How many of these have we done and you don't mute your phone by now?
Sorry.
Thomas Frank does. He actually does kind of remind me of Danish pastry, not because he's Danish, but like they're like. I don't know. Danish pastries are like what's the word?
It's a bit soft and gooey on the inside.
Like delicate, you know, but like just nice.
He's generally
nice because he's a nice guy as well.
He's
a
probably
very
one
nice
of the nice.
guy.
And I mean, he has lost his head in recent weeks, but he is probably one of the nicest managers.
To be
in the
fair,
league.
I can't blame him for losing his head because Brentford are bloody
Awful.
yeah.
They won't go down though because
I don't know.
Burnley, Norwich, and Watford are so bad. No one's like other teams will stay up purely because them three are so terrible. That would be the other.
They Brentford are pretty terrible. My friend George. Yeah.
You can just see his disappointment when he just had to say George.
Yeah. Every week he watches Brentford and literally. Like he leaves after half an hour. That's how bad they are.
Oh dear me! No, I can get on board with the Danish pastry theory because obviously Danish pastries are quite, as you said, delicate on the outside, but they're soft and gooey on the inside.
And
he's a
nice.
really nice person, Thomas Frank.
Yeah, and they're nice.
And I think that sums it up quite well, really.
We're completely given up on the idea of being bought at grounds. Though.
Yeah,
we're comparing managers to food now.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the better idea.
Sorry, we'll go with
Got
that.
more
from that
scope,
one.
you
Yeah,
know.
go with that. Brighton next. Graham Potter. He's a very professional man, Graham Potter, isn't he? Sticks to his logics.
Graham Potter.
He's a very loyal man.
Graham Potter.
It's just
some sort of
Cheese and crackers, you know.
Cheese and crackers. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting
well, obviously
some sort of egg. I don't know.
He managed in Norway, didn't he?
Poached
At Ostersund's.
Sweden, wasn't it?
Oh, Sweden. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sweden. Meatballs.
Meatballs.
He's not Swedish though. He just
Swedish
Yeah,
meatballs.
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter.
I've been to Spain before. He wouldn't put bloody paella for me.
Oh well.
Yeah, Rob is as far
An
away from
authentic
paella.
man.
Yeah. Graham.
Who said cheese and
Potter.
crackers? Why would you say cheese and crackers?
Because it feels like a British thing, you know, but it just like
You eat cheese
so,
and crackers.
Yeah, as I'm saying, so underrated.
Yeah.
Cheese and crackers are
Do
unbelievable.
you know what? I think the
And so is Graham Potter.
underrated part gets me on that.
Is he underrated anymore though?
I think
'Cause he's
I
linked
think I
with-
still
I
think
think
he's
still think
underrated.
he's underrated.
He's
He
linked-
could manage at a top
I
club.
know he's
Everybody
linked to a
says
lot of
now.
clubs, but I still think
he gets linked
he's
with
very
every job
underrated.
because he's good enough. He just
I still think
they
he's
just
underrated.
can't. He
though.
just chooses to stay
But
at
like,
Brighton.
even if you get linked to loads of jobs, I still think you can be underrated.
I mean, I
like-
think what he's building at Brighton is essentially a project almost. He's trying to build a young team
yeah.
to try and get them
with
to
Danny
be.
Welbeck up front.
Yeah, but
You know, I think cheese and crackers are a good one. Mate.
cheese and crackers is a good shout.
Because
As a
they're
very
underrated.
I think underrated is the main key word there in that
Yeah.
in that statement.
Cheese
But
and crackers are underrated, like Graham Potter.
I'd say I'd go with that.
I'd back it. To be
I'd
fair,
go with that.
now you're giving your reasoning. I back it now. I was
Did you
doubting it at
did you
first.
guys have any other ideas in your head?
I couldn't think of one really. I
was
mean,
just
I was just
thinking-
trying to think of quite classy foods really, because it is quite a classy
I was just
Well,
thinking
Rob had
some
eggs.
Yeah,
Eggs.
some type of egg, like
Boiled
poached
egg.
egg or something.
boiled
fried
egg.
Graham Potter is a fried egg, everyone.
Right. Okay.
Everyone, like there's multiple people watching this.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche, Burnley. I mean, before we started, I had
Yeah.
something written in mind.
Yeah.
Bovril.
Yeah.
Pure grit, no messing about. Bovril.
Yeah. Well, mine would probably be on the same lines, like
Right.
gravy
Yeah, I was
or
gonna say
something.
gravy
or,
as well.
Bovril or gravy.
Gravy.
or an OXO drink, which is obviously similar to Bovril.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I was gonna say down
Well,
the
there was
same
the
line as
whole
Bovril,
narrative of
gravy
the-
probably.
There was the
Yeah.
whole narrative of Sean Dyche eating worms a couple of years ago. I mean,
Him being peckish in the morning,
Yeah.
going around the
Gravel-
front
gravel.
garden just to
eating grit and gravel for breakfast.
Sean Dyche is gravel.
pours out his cereal box. It's just gravel.
I think that's actually probably one of the easier ones to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dyche. Just
Yeah.
something not messing around, something tough, hard as nails.
Quintessentially Burnley.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, he's
Yeah.
got a pub named after him, so it's just
And I think what's
incredible.
the most Brexit food there is?
Fish and chips.
Well, I don't know if that doesn't feel very. Even though it's British, it don't feel
Yeah.
very Brexit. Fish and chips. I think gravy. Oh, that's not really Brexit either, but
The
it feels more.
Bovril is just Brexit.
Yeah, Bovril was probably better, more Brexit. And Dyche is the most Brexit person I can think of, apart from like Tommy Robinson.
What is
Excellent.
what
Some
is
comparison that.
the next club? I don't
It's
even know the
Chelsea
league-
next.
Chelsea.
Thomas Tuchel.
I keep the German stereotypes out of my head again.
You just want to say Bratwurst for all of the German managers.
Yes, I do, because I don't know any other German
Thomas
foods.
Tuchel.
Classy again. It looks a bit of a mess though, doesn't it?
Dishevelled.
Something that's a bit messy but tastes good.
Yeah, what looks
Something like a spag bol or something.
I was actually thinking that as well. You know,
Spaghetti bolognese.
will
I mean,
never-
yes,
I
it's an
can't
Italian
associate
meal.
that. Yeah, I can't associate spag bol with anyone that's not Italian.
The only reason I say that is because it does look messy on a plate, but it does taste really nice.
It gets the job done well, but it doesn't. It might not look the best. Sometimes
But
it's football as well. It's football's bloody boring to watch, but it gets results.
It does get
until
results.
Recent months.
Obviously, they just won the Club World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That was to be fair. You see all the penalty stuff about that was genius. I'd say.
no, I
No.
did not. I did
But
not.
the
pay
whole
attention.
Aspilicueta going up to take it and then just not taking it and giving it Havertz just so he could mentally prepare himself or something.
Mind games.
Pure mind games. It was actually quite clever, I thought. But
Fairs,
yeah.
a spag bol, I'd say for
Interesting.
I'm trying
two
to think
shell.
what else looks like a shambles, but
Yeah.
actually works really well.
Yeah. Same.
Because like it's the same with football. Like his style of football is so boring to watch, but Chelsea hardly ever look like. Even when they've been dropping points, they've been drawing every game. They don't lose, but they're so boring.
something that's quite a bland taste.
I'm
But
going to type in boring foods.
something that's got a bland taste but does the job well. I don't know, to be honest, because food just tastes nice. It just does. I mean, me and Rob know being slightly on the larger side, but
Well, Jake likes his food as well. He's just got a lucky metabolism.
yeah, he's got a.
To be fair, I actually probably eat.
You
I
do
eat more than Rob.
Definitely,
You eat more than me as well.
I eat
I'd
the
say
least, but I do by far the least exercise.
Yeah. Have we got any answers? Otherwise, we're going with spag bol at this rate.
I'd say broccoli actually. Think
Broccoli.
Yeah.
Broccoli. I know it tastes.
Broccoli can sometimes, like you think about broccoli, boring.
It just look. It
but
just
then,
look.
but
I
then,
can know. You know
but then
what?
you
I can
eat
see this a bit.
broccoli's a fish and it tastes good. Like
Well, actually, similar lines. Something that doesn't really have a taste and looks quite ugly is mushrooms. They look ugly. They look ugly. They taste really nice. They look ugly. And
I do not like mushrooms, but I can see where you're coming from if you
Yeah.
did like mushrooms.
They look horrible, but they go really nice with a lot. They complement a lot of other things well, like
They
spag bol.
do. And something with chicken and mushroom.
I'm going
That's
with a piece of broccoli,
well, you're saying broccoli. He's saying mushrooms. I'm saying a spag bols. We've all got three different ones on this.
Broccoli's
Can't
a
see
bit
spag bol there.
Broccoli's a bit
Mushroom.
boring.
I mean,
and
to be
that,
fair,
but
if I was going to go with either
does
one
the
of you on
job.
this one, I'd have to go with Rob because
This could-
I'm
outrageous.
a
This
big,
could be the
I'm a big,
preview. This
I'm
could
a
be a
big fan
preview
of
clip.
rugby.
Yeah.
I'm not. I
Not
don't
rugby,
like.
mushrooms.
You're going to rugby. Where have you
Whoa,
got rugby
I
from?
don't know where I've got that from at
You
all.
That's the
are-
preview clip.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Next team, Palace, Vieira.
We'll do that as a preview clip. Thomas Tuchel is a mushroom.
Yeah,
Get out at the start of the podcast.
there we go.
Patty V.
Patrick Vieira, proper powerhouse
Croissant.
again. That's just plain down racist.
It's not.
Patty V.
Snails, frog's legs.
Stop saying French food.
Something-
Next thing you're going to come out and say a baguette.
Something
I was getting there.
rich,
Don't know how I didn't say that first, to be honest. Have I got croissant first?
Breakfast, in it? First meal of the day, important.
Yeah. Croissant, then your baguette,
I'd
then
say
your snails.
Vieira a bit like Potter. It's a bit underrated, to be honest.
He has surprised me.
He's
a
doing
lot.
really well at Palace this season with his young squad.
Well, I said he'd surprise me. I said he surprised me at the same time. In my predictions, I said Palace to come 12th because I thought that, and I said I also picked them as a surprise package. But then I'm saying it's surprising me they've done well. I picked them to have a good season. I'm still surprised.
What are
I
you
wasn't
googling?
I've got mine. I was trying to. I forgot the name. I knew what it was, but a blancmange.
Blancmange.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
It's a dessert.
I'm not cultured. What is that?
It's a dessert.
Is that how you spell it?
Googles.
Blancmange. What?
That
What is that?
What?
I'm sorry. Hold that up to the camera.
That's like jelly.
Hold that up to the camera. You can't see it on here, but
Put it on
what
the,
is that?
Put it in the edit.
Blancmange.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
That
not
is just
accepting you on that
basically-
one.
That is-
Why have you said that?
Don't know, 'cause it's nice.
That could not be any far further away from Patrick Vieira.
To be fair, he's
That is the softest little dessert I've ever seen for one of the hardest
Vieira-
midfielders in Premier League history.
Vieira is not a soft person.
Yeah, but we're thinking of him as a player. We need to think of him as a manager.
Well, your logic for Gerrard was he was a meaty midfielder.
No, that was his logic.
No, that was me. To be fair,
Oh.
I
I
called
don't
Gerard
listen.
a ham sandwich, bro.
What is it? Maybe we should do a clips channel.
That's brilliant. We are struggling for Vieira
Blancmange.
here.
No, blancmange,
But why?
Because
It's so,
I'm pretty
it
sure
couldn't
it's
be
French.
further away.
or a chocolate fondant,
Wow.
No, Ben, don't do this. No, because
I've only just realised where you've gone with that. I
yeah,
didn't think
exactly.
of it.
You're making an innocent comment into something it's not, Ben. That's disgraceful behaviour.
You're disgraceful.
I'd say a chocolate fondant, because Patrick Vieira is a nice guy from what I've seen of it, outside. But then when it on the outside, it's a bit firmer, But then yeah.
I'm trying to think of that. I'm just thinking like
At least I'm coming up with ideas.
Well, I can't think of this one.
I'm
You
just
like
think,
food,
I don't know why
food,
Vieira.
but-
I just think like a nice bit of steak for Vieira. I don't know why.
That,
Boring though,
I
innit?
have that for somebody else,
Do you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Not your Bruno Lage one, is it?
Oh. Oh dear. There's a cop out.
It's the only one I knew you had coming.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, I've ruined the end of the episode now.
Well, I'm just gonna have to go with Jake and say chocolate fondant at this rate.
I'm
because
sticking on my steak.
All right, fair enough. Lampard.
Oh.
Everton.
Stick of celery.
Leak.
You need someone with a bit of variety, just of the way he talked, where he goes really,
You know
he starts
what?
laughing
Actually-
along, then suddenly gets really serious.
Leak. Because
Leak.
his management style, his defence is very leaky. Sue.
I'd say a piece of celery,
So you're actually sticking with celery.
No, actually no, because I actually like celery and yeah, celery's
Don't like
actually
Lampard, then.
celery's actually good, whereas
Leak. No one likes
I don't
that.
I don't particularly think Frank's a great manager,
Mm.
What is absolutely
He's overrated. Is there anything that's overrated?
overrated?
Any overrated food?
This is
really?
just controversial food opinions now.
controversial. Anything's
Well, it could be.
controversial on this podcast, really.
I mean, we have just
Overrated
compared two of England's best all-time midfielders to a ham sandwich and a bit of celery.
Class.
Overrated.
I'm trying. This is hard, you know. This is really difficult. I'm just trying to think of foods that I think are a bit overrated, to be honest.
Tuna.
Vegetables.
You know what? I'd back that. I don't like
Frank-
tuna. I think people are. It smells disgusting.
It does
Yeah.
absolutely smell.
His football smells disgusting. His style of football.
His football
in
is
my
disgusting.
opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And overrated, yeah, tuna.
Jake
we go.
again. Jake again
Frank
being the
Lampard.
underrated weapon on this podcast.
Frank Lampard is tuna.
Frank
it?
Lampard
There's
is a
so
tin
many-
of
there's-
tuna.
There's so many options for the preview clip this week.
Who's after
It's Leeds next.
Bielsa?
Yeah.
Bielsa.
Oh, yeah,
Marcelo
yeah.
Bielsa.
I don't know my alphabet. I was going to say it's not Leicester.
Yeah, it's Leeds then Leicester.
Yeah.
Bielsa. He's an old.
Something
Something
rich.
that's got a long shelf life.
No, something that's rich, you know. Rich.
I want to say a tin of baked beans because they've got a long shelf life.
venison.
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 He's
Why?
a piece of venison. Because venison's a rich meat.
Yeah, that is. I was
Venison.
thinking a bit of meat. That's
Or-
why, as soon as
or-
I said steak for Vieira, but if anyone's steak, it would be Bielsa.
No,
probably. Or
hear me
Bruno
out for
Lage
baked.
and Jake's
Hear me
eyes.
out for baked beans. They've got a long shelf life. Obviously, Bielsa's on the older side, and
Yes.
they obviously come in a sauce. Bielsa plays with
Saucy
some
man.
decent sauce.
Your
That's
logic.
my reason.
There's
That's
some logic behind it, but
there's
I would
some
say
logic.
a piece of venison with like a
Well, there's no compliments.
No, he does, because he's got a translator.
with a red
Oh,
wine
it's-
with a
Okay,
like
I'll
with
give you that.
a piece of venison with a red wine gravy.
So
in my opinion,
Bielsa's translator is a red,
Oh, that's
is a
posh
red wine
wanker.
sauce.
or a pork gravy or
He's,
something like
to be,
that.
yeah, we knew that. He's a bloke. He's a bloke who's made stuffed peppers before at uni and bought £4 scallops.
Yeah.
Did you have you eaten them?
Oh, yeah, this is months ago. They're gone.
He's not
bro.
like you. He doesn't keep food in the fridge for 3 months and forget about it.
Long shelf life.
Yeah, so that is mine. A piece of venison, a rich meat, with like a red wine gravy or a pork gravy.
I'm still sticking with baked beans.
I'll give you the sauce because of his translator as well.
Yeah,
The little
yeah.
help bit on the side to help it get
Yeah,
help
Just-
it come
just,
across
uh,
better. A little
yeah.
Well,
translator.
then can I add my, you know, the baked beans that you get the little sausages in? Can I change it to that?
baked
You-
beans and sausages.
You said Marcelo Bielsa's translator is a little sausage.
And
Well,
It's smaller.
multiple.
He's smaller than Bielsa.
I'm trying to think. I've been the whole time trying to think of any bucket, of any food linked to a bucket somehow, but I can't. He just sits on a bucket.
Get him just a water bottle.
Right. Who's after?
Rogers, Leicester.
Oh.
Big Brendan.
He's got great character.
Pint of Guinness.
Though that's not Northern Ireland. That's
I
the
know.
Republic.
No, I'm just thinking of pint of Guinness, you know, because
Just
I know some
stereotypical
people.
Irish food. Drinks.
No, because some people love Guinness, some people hate Guinness, and that is what Brendan Rodgers is a manager. Some
Well,
people.
just say Marmite
Wait, say
then.
Marmite then.
No, but I was going to use that for somebody else.
Oh God, what was that? That's not
Yeah.
Bruno Lage. What was this one for?
No.
We'll find out.
We'll get to it in a minute.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
still saying Marmite for Rogers.
No, I'd say Guinness because people. I know people that love it or people absolutely hate it. It's like no in the middle for people with Guinness, that is what Brendan Rodgers is as a manager.
I remember when Ben.
people
got, I
either
remember-
rate him or don't rate him.
I remember
Like,
when
there's
Ben
no in the
ordered it and
middle.
we went out one time, and it's every sip he had, his opinion went down a bit further.
Yeah, see.
He had the first one, was like, this isn't that bad, you know, and then another
Yep.
2 or 3 more sips, like, this is horrible. I'm not
See-
drinking the
see,
rest
That's
of
what
that.
happens with Brendan Rodgers with
Starts
his
well
jobs
and
as
falls
well.
off.
Yeah. Started well at Leicester, starting to fall off. Did well at Liverpool, started to fall off.
What can we link to massively falling off at the end? Because that is what Leicester do.
I've got this on lock.
A
you know.
bottle of milk because it goes off.
What's really good and then massively falls off towards the end? Like the last couple. What tastes horrible? Last couple of bites. It starts really nice. Because that would be Leicester. Because they start off so well and then
Well,
bottle
I'd
it.
just say bottle of milk or something because it
No,
goes off and goes mouldy.
Like, you know when you eat too much chocolate, like you're eating the chocolate, it's
Yeah.
banging, and you just eat too much, and it starts to get a bit sickly.
Yeah, I think that's as anything. Is it Brendan Rodgers is whatever he is, but then imagine you've had just too much towards the end.
True.
That's Brendan Rodgers.
Do you think, just out of curiosity, how long do you think he's got left at Leicester?
I think
end of the season.
they would give him at least till the end of the season, I reckon, because won the
If
FA
they don't
Cup,
finish top
like,
half, he's gone.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'd say that's fair enough.
they have to give him a bit of leeway because he literally won them a trophy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's Leicester for God's sake.
He's going to lose
well-
Tielemans now because they aren't getting Europe
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Well, they could still win the Conference League.
True.
But it's a cop out again. But anyway,
That
Brendan Rodgers, specifically like your 6th pint of Guinness that starts to go bad near the end.
Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool.
Again.
And no, you
Jurgen
cannot
Klopp.
say Bratwurst.
Oh, bollocks. Currywurst.
Jurgen
It's a
Klopp.
cop out again. He's
Heavy
a
metal.
very good manager.
Heavy metal, exciting.
A Monster or a Red Bull.
Yeah, that is actually perfect. Yeah, an energy drink.
Yeah.
Just hyper, energetic, buddy. His style of football as well.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
A sugar
Yeah.
rush.
No, I'd
Yeah.
agree with you on that one.
Yeah, all that time where I was on the floor before 5-a-side, so I just ate a spoon of sugar.
I think that became your weekly tradition. Don't act like it was a one-off. You've done it at least 3 weeks.
Because I was just on the floor, bro. My energy levels.
Deary me. Right, who's next? Guardiola, innit?
Well, you guys not going to suggest anything else?
I'm not.
or-
No,
I
I'll
think
agree with you on
perfect?
that one. I think Red Bull's perfect.
First.
This is why you're on the podcast. When we have serious
Yeah,
conversations, I
because
doubt it
my
sometimes.
mind just goes to like random places.
You are
know?
good. You're good. When we have serious
He's a food
conversations, I wonder
connoisseur.
why you're here sometimes. But then
Yeah.
it's when we do shitty little things like this is why you're here.
Food connoisseur. Right, Guardiola, arguably the best manager in the league.
Tapas paella, again.
Well, no, but
Hmm.
Well,
it's
yes,
got to be.
he's
It's got to be.
Spanish, isn't
Yeah, I know that, but it's got to be something that's like
Bold.
everybody loves or something.
What food?
No,
is
well, no,
bold?
Well, not
really a
everybody
fan.
loves, but something that's a god tier food, really.
Egg. Spanish
Egg.
omelette. Because he looks like an egg because he's bald and then he's Spanish.
Every Brit loves a full English breakfast.
Spanish omelette.
Every Brit loves a full English breakfast, and that's like god tier for us Brits.
I had one the other day.
You had about 4 the other day.
Oh yeah, well I had 10 pieces of bacon, 5 sausages, so 3 eggs, 3 pieces of toast,
Seriously?
4 pieces of black pudding, a whole ton of beans, and a whole ton of tomatoes, and I ate it all in about 20 minutes.
Diabetes on the rise.
That's standard as well for him. Well,
Yeah.
that's what he does every time he has a fry up.
Just because he can't be asked to save any.
What
That's
can I
why.
say? No, because I'm just a monster.
Okay, well, if you two can think of anything different to my full English theory,
Spanish omelette.
you keep saying that. We'll get you
Something
Spanish.
legendary. Something.
I want to say macaroni cheese because that is generally a
Something-
god tier food.
Again, I can't associate any Italian foods with non-Italian managers.
Macaroni cheese isn't Spanish.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, no, it's Italian. That's what I just said.
Yorkshire pudding.
That's what I meant. Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
Well, roast dinner.
Yeah. Just a Yorkshire pudding, innit? Just
I'm sticking.
Yorkshire
with,
pudding just bangs.
I'm sticking with Spanish omelette.
Roast
He's
dinner.
Spanish and looks like an egg.
Yorkshire
Spanish
pudding
omelette.
just bangs. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Fair
Or
enough.
a boiled egg for obvious
Boiled egg.
reasons. For obvious reasons.
Oh.
That's why. That's why I
yes.
said. That's why I said egg. That's why I went for Spanish omelette.
Yeah.
It looks like an egg, and he's Spanish. There you go. Is that even
Yeah.
a thing? Have I made that up?
It probably is.
I feel
Probably
like I
is.
might be thinking of the wrong
Spanish
country. now.
omelette.
I feel like I might now be thinking of the wrong country. Oh no, my first. It's like the 5th thing that comes up on Google if you
Well, there
type
you
in
go then.
Spanish.
Sorted.
Right.
Doubt myself
well,
for a minute.
we've got a couple of discussions, but there we go. Next one is Ralph Rangnick.
What food is fraudulent?
Nah, I'm not having this.
I know I only said it to
No, I actually think he's doing a good job. It's just our players cannot.
I just
finish
need-
the
I
table.
need- I knew you get triggered, that's why I brought it up. That's what I'm
What
here for.
manager can't control the dressing room? What
No.
food can't control the
No,
dressing
the
room?
dressing room was done
What
before he
fu-
even got there.
What food has loads of people what has those ingredients that just don't get on? Because that would
Yeah.
be what he's got to
Yeah.
deal with. Well, I suppose that would
Controversial.
be United though, wouldn't it? Not Rangnick.
Yeah.
John's barbecue chicken and rice.
Well,
No one's gonna get it. We found that funny, and no one else is gonna get it.
oh dear. Yeah, something that divides opinion, but I don't want to go for the obvious one.
Marmite.
Yeah, I don't
We've,
want to go for the obvious
we've
one.
said that before.
No, we didn't. We gave it to Guinness.
Did we? No, I didn't agree on Guinness, but
Oh, I did.
See, I get the.
Because I knew we could say.
right.
Again, another German one. So you know where my head's at already.
Yep.
Right.
Something that divides opinion, but
Is
is not bad.
Well, then that's something you say divides opinion, but not bad. That means in your opinion is not bad, despite the fact that it divides opinion.
tea or coffee?
Yeah.
I'd say I'd edge towards coffee there, really.
Yeah.
Coffee, you know. Because I
He does play quite. He is known for his energetic football and that as well, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
seems to have dropped off. So coffee for the quick energy boost, and then it drops off.
Yeah. So
There we go.
This is good.
That's
So
why he's here.
This is good.
We
Yeah,
found
also-
it. We found the reason why. It's taken us a year, but we found out why he's on it.
also, coffee is like one of those. You either like it or
You're either on about 4 a day, or you don't like it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Newcastle. Eddie Howe. I want to say
Steve
I
Bruce.
wanna,
Steve Bruce is a doner kebab with cheesy chips.
Steve Bruce.
Definitely not nabbed.
Eddie
I
Howe.
was going to say something, but I'm
Definitely
going
not
to.
nabbed off Darren Farley, that gag.
Eddie Howe. I'm going to say a plain scone.
He's boring, isn't he?
Yeah, that is actually not
Eddie,
bad.
that
to be
sums
fair.
up quite well. And he's blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah, a scone. Yeah.
plain scone.
He's
Just
boring, Eddie Howe.
but he's doing a job.
Maybe a bit of butter on the top, just a bit, because he
A
does
bit of
play
butter,
all right, all right.
bit of jam.
Not jam for
No,
me.
no.
The jam's too extravagant.
The jam's just Bruno Guimaraes, pretty much.
But yeah.
Yeah.
What were we just talking about a second ago?
Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce and the doner
I
kebab.
was gonna.
You're going to stop. You went to saying something that I'm guessing was offensive to Steve Bruce and stopped yourself.
I prefer not to speak.
I prefer not to speak.
Yeah,
Norwich.
Yeah, move on. Yeah.
Norwich, Dean Smith.
Dean Smith. Oh.
Oh, God.
What's a Brummy food? Is he even a Brummie? Yeah, he is a Brummie. He's a Villa fan, isn't he?
Don't know. Norwich fan
Doesn't
now.
necessarily mean he's a Brummie, but maybe he is.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Wasn't Curry invented at Birmingham?
I'm pretty sure
Curry?
tikka masala.
Oh no, that was Scotland, I think.
Yeah, tikka masala was Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
Yeah, he was born in West Bromwich.
Yeah, I think I got it wrong. Yeah.
Dean
Well,
Smith.
so my initial thought of a Brummie food was Scottish. So that's a good start.
Dean
Um,
Smith, piece of bread.
Piece of bread, yeah.
Gets the job done, but it's
Not even toast, just bread.
Just bread.
yeah,
Just the right for bread.
because he's good at getting clubs up from Championship.
Yeah.
But no further.
He's given it a good go of Norwich to keep him up. Nothing extravagant.
Nothing.
but
Nothing special. But
Yeah.
that does the job, For
Well, it doesn't do the job
for what
because
he's
it
needed.
goes down.
No, I'd agree with you
Nah,
on
to be
that.
fair, because if it goes down, he'll probably get him promoted straight away.
Yeah,
straight away.
fair
so,
enough.
Piece of bread. What are
Bread.
you guys saying?
No, I'd agree with you on that.
Come on, give
Yeah,
a
no.
bit of flexibility. Give something else.
Well, it can't because you keep getting it. You keep nailing it on first time. So
Well,
I was
I was
You
trying-
got to think outside the box.
I was trying to think of some
I'm
like
not built for
typically.
this. I'm too logical.
I'm
for
trying.
this.
I'm trying to think of some like typically British foods that aren't quite there, really.
Deanie Smith.
Just a British food that it's okay, but it's not really a top class food.
Hot dogs.
I
That's
guess
German, mate.
it is German, but I'd say they're really nice hot dogs.
Yeah, but they're not something you want all the time, is it? It's just like a.
Ben does.
True.
Yeah,
Ben
true.
used to have them like twice a week.
Yeah, actually.
Not
I'm
twice
just gonna
a
stick
week.
with my piece of bread. Come
Yeah.
on, guys.
Well, I'll have to support
think
him on
outside
this.
the box.
No.
No, okay, fair enough. Move on then.
Ralph Hasenhüttl,
Right.
Southampton.
Interesting. Another
underrated manager, I think.
high energy manager.
He goes through spells,
Pressing.
Hasenhüttl, to be fair. He goes through spells where you think he's really underrated and Southampton will lose 6 in a row and you,
You know
think, no,
what?
he's about right.
I tell you what, I'm gonna say for Ralph Hasenhüttl is an apple, because you can either get some really good ones or you always get a bad bunch,
I'm gonna say.
I can't
or a banana.
I'm
Actually,
gonna say pancakes.
can't confirm or deny that because I don't eat fruit.
Pancakes.
that's a good point.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Do you want to know my logic?
Why?
Because
He's flat.
no, because I would feel like Ralph Hasenhüttl, he never gets spoken about, but every so often, like once a year,
I'll pull something out of the bag.
yeah, like pancake
Day.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good at this.
That must be soon, actually.
It is.
It literally is, yeah. It's literally around the corner.
He's so good at this, and I don't like it.
Yeah, pancakes like.
Well, it'll be a Wednesday because it's actually. Oh no, Shrove Tuesday. What's in March?
1st of March.
Also, pancakes can be a bit
Meh.
overrated sometimes, which I feel like he can be sometimes with those god awful spells Southampton go through.
Mhm.
But then, like Pancake Day,
That's
pancakes
why
just
the
seem
Southampton
to
are
bang.
the most like people say James Maddison is a spells player. Like his seasons, he'll score maybe 12 goals a season, but they'll come in 18 games.
Yeah.
Southampton are a spells team. They'll literally,
Yeah.
they'll go unbeaten in like 7, then lose 10 in a row, then go unbeaten in 6 again. Like
Same.
they're all
Pancake.
over the place.
Well, I can support his pancake theory, but I'm also going to support my own apple theory, to be honest.
And I just think it'd be something a bit more out there, but I don't know what. I'm just thinking, even though he's not German, I'm just thinking the German stuff again because Austria is near Germany.
It's very original, Rob, to
Yeah.
be honest. Very
Because
original.
my brain's I've got a logical mindset, so I think German. I start thinking,
Mm.
even though this is Austrian, but I don't know any Austrian food, so I've resorted to Germany. It's the nearest place I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
He feels like
It's
it seems to
Antonio.
be a bit more extravagant than pancakes.
No,
but I
because
can't
I
think of anything.
sometimes think he's overrated, which pancakes can be. But
Bacon
then sometimes,
pancakes.
But then sometimes pancakes bang.
Maple syrup and pancakes.
Bacon pancakes actually bang.
So yeah, that's mine.
I've only ever had them twice, but they've been delicious both times.
I just realised if I wasn't here, you guys would be mudded.
That's why we dragged you along.
We only bring you missed the serious ones. We chat about important news like Newcastle takeover and why Burnley are rubbish. You're not here. Then we do stupid little things like comparing managers to food and cult heroes, and here you are.
Sue. Next up is Tottenham, Mr. Conte. Tough one, I think.
Pizza. Pasta,
Again,
spaghetti.
just saying Italian stuff.
Yeah.
Proper.
I mean, you
original,
try
that.
there. I'm telling you, if anyone's going to be like spag bol or something, Conte's the only option because he's Italian. No, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Raw carrot.
Raw carrot.
Raw carrot.
Yeah.
What's
Not
the reasoning?
Well, when you cook a carrot, it's nice and soft, easy to eat. Conte, he's hard, like no messing, like, but almost impossible to bite a carrot. It's all like, ugh.
Raw carrot's not that bad, actually.
Slightly old raw carrot as well because
Yeah.
Spurs are rubbish now.
Yeah, raw carrot. I'd say.
Past its best raw, past its best carrot.
Well, I think
Yeah.
something
saying
with
a carrot,
Conte
yeah.
really that sums it up is it started well, but everyone's found him out now.
I don't.
Really?
No, it's just
I think it's
Spurs.
just Spurs. Yeah,
It's just Spurs.
it's the way of the
True.
Spurs.
Because
True.
he's had success at every club he's gone to, apart from
Yeah,
Spurs.
I saw that stat the other day. It's the first time he's lost 3 games in a row for about 11, 12 years.
2009 was the last time.
Bruh, yeah, it's
Atalanta.
ridiculous.
Like he's been successful at every club he's been to except Spurs. So at that point, Spurs are the problem.
So yeah, raw carrot. Raw carrot's controversial. It's hard. It's yeah, not everyone likes it. Whereas a cooked carrot is nice and soft, which he is not.
Yeah,
so.
to be fair, we were having a discussion
Raw
about
carrot.
stuff earlier. To be fair,
Fair enough.
Antonio
Fair enough.
Conte is a raw carrot,
Okay.
in my humble opinion.
Okay.
What are you saying,
Um,
Ben?
I'm not going to argue it. I'm not going to argue it at all.
Well, where's your ideas, bro?
Well, maybe I couldn't think of anything.
mine are quite stereotypical.
Right, the next one I can
That's my
think. The
problem.
next
what
one,
about
the next one.
non-cooked pasta, Rob?
Non-cooked pasta, nah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
no one likes non-cooked pasta.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And-
people like Conte.
No, I don't know. People don't like his football.
Well, I'm trying to think of like food.
Yeah, but some people do.
I'm trying to think of some like food
I don't think
seasonings
so,
and
I don't
stuff
think so.
because he's trying to add a little bit of flair to that Tottenham team.
What food is Victor Moses at right wing back? Trying to work that out.
You know what I'm thinking?
chili chocolate.
You know, you know what I'm thinking? Because Conte,
because it's absolutely
he's,
goddamn awful. But
Conte is
somehow-
trying
pizza.
to add a bit of flair to Tottenham. Let's face it, he's trying, but it's just Tottenham. So,
And I would not
got
class Conte as a flair
well, no,
manager.
but no,
Hawaiian
I wouldn't say,
pizza.
I wouldn't exactly.
Hawaiian pizza, what pineapple on it?
Yeah,
'Cause of the
pineapple on pizza because it's
Controversial.
controversial and Italian. There we go. even though Italians hate that, and
Dear me.
Italians are the people that like his football.
Right, move on. Roy Hodgson, Watford.
What's the
Condensed milk.
What's the oldest food you
Yeah.
can think of?
Condensed milk. Very long
Spam.
shelf life.
Yeah, Roy Hodgson is a
Spam.
thing of
Spam slices.
Roy Hodgson is spam. Job
Just
done.
something you can stick in the cupboard for a long time.
I think toast.
What's a bit
Huh?
plain?
No, underrated.
Mm.
It's
bangs, to be fair.
worked since the dawn of time.
I still think that. I
Toast.
think that's one of the.
Sliced
I think
bread.
it's got to be something old, isn't it? And just something
Yeah, but-
that's got a long shelf life and
Yeah, toast is
keeps on. You
technically
can keep
old,
going,
obviously.
going.
Toast is old, but like obviously you have to eat it. But like it's been a thing forever.
I'm just gonna say cartoned milk that you can just stick in the cupboard.
No, I reckon piece of toast. You know.
I'll stick my spam just so I can have my own one in there. Even though I just said pineapple on
No,
pizza.
all three of them work really, and I can
Yeah.
see the logic for all three. But
Piece of toast.
who's next? It's West Ham, isn't it?
No, wait, I
Haggis.
have a comparison. When clubs need a manager,
Yeah.
they go for Roy Hodgson. When you just want something that just works, when you want something to eat,
Spaghetti hoops on toast.
it's just a piece of toast, isn't it? Like,
Mm.
oh, I'm a bit hungry, not overly hungry. Oh, I'm gonna have a piece of toast.
Yeah, true.
Pork pie.
Yeah, of course you would have a pork pie.
Shut up. Shut up.
Moving on.
It's West Ham and it's
That's
Moisey.
cannibalism.
Moise. Moise.
Haggis.
Oh.
Deep fried
Oh,
Mars bar.
Goodness sake.
Iron brew.
Something.
It's got to be
that-
something for me that I like, but then I went off it for ages, and now I like again.
Mm.
Because that is his career.
Yeah.
Amazing, terrible in the middle, back to being good again.
Well, what if this was me and I was thinking of that? I'd say cauliflower
Cauliflower it is then.
because I used
What for me?
to like it, then I hated it, and now I like it again.
I'd say
I don't
parsnip.
think, what have I hated?
Parsnips,
Yeah.
I've just loved them all my life, so I'm not.
Yeah, what,
Too
like,
healthy.
Like, I originally liked him, but then like when I was like 12 or 13, I was just like, oh, parsnips. But now I love parsnips again. So
I think the thing that follows my route like that the most is something we've already used, and it doesn't suit Moyes at all. It was gravy. It went off it for a long period of my life.
That doesn't work for Moyes.
It doesn't work for Moyes,
Certainly
and we're giving
doesn't.
it to Dyche. So
Yeah.
the
What-
only thing it fits is that
No,
description
we went
for me.
Bovril for Dyche, I think, in the end.
yeah,
Yeah, but don't suit Moyes. I can't
No,
get-
it doesn't.
David Moyes is not
It doesn't.
gravy.
parsnip.
Well,
for me.
I'm saying
He's
you're saying
different
parsnips.
gravy.
I'm saying
There you go.
cauliflower.
Well,
Rice.
I mean,
Rice.
I'd say well, rice just works, doesn't it?
I'm only saying it because of Declan.
Goodness me. No, cauliflower as well, because it just looks the same sort of colour as hair as Moyes, doesn't it? That's
Haggis, old and Scottish.
Right.
goodness me.
Right.
A final one is actually Bruno Lager at Wolves.
Well, I've ruined Jake's answer
Yeah.
for this ages ago.
Nice piece of juicy steaks. It just works. Just
It
bang.
has to be put like you can't put
Bang.
anything. It has to be something quintessentially Portuguese because it's Wolves.
Good point.
I'd say.
I don't even know what Portuguese. Nando's.
No, Nando's is not actually Portuguese.
Well, it's South African, but it's Portuguese.
No, it's not Portuguese.
I'm saying a piece of steak. You know.
Factual state. I'm going to Google Portuguese food.
Portuguese.
I don't actually know what is
Obrigado.
Portuguese, to be honest.
How do you spell Portuguese?
That's how you spell it.
Portuguese food. Portuguese cuisine. That's the posh word.
Cuisine.
This is going to be difficult.
Portuguese soup.
Portuguese soup. Nah.
No.
Nah. A steak.
Well,
It's gotta
where
be-
are they
It's
then?
got to be steak. You know. Steak for me.
A meat and potato pie.
Meat and potato pie.
Fish. Fish is Portuguese. A lot of it.
Fish is everything though.
Seafood.
It's got to be a specific fish.
Sardines. What's
Bruno
it there?
Large is an anchovy.
It seems to be all fish.
Fish.
Nice.
Bruno Large
He's
is
a
fish, ladies and
stinky
gentlemen.
man.
Smoked fish. That's what it seems to. It's smoked like
Smoked salmon.
you know the kind of fish that when people leave it in a cupboard
Mm.
or like in a warm place like that for ages. That kind of fish. That's the Portuguese fish apparently.
Smoked salmon springs to mind. It's a nice fish.
Bruno Large.
Sardines because I just saw they're Portuguese and he's
Mint-
Portuguese.
Bruno Large.
Rob's copping out on these big time
Is
here.
mint sauce, you know. Mint sauce, just good, isn't it? Just good.
What? No, not really. I'm not a fan of mint sauce.
You are outrageous and disgusting and disgusting and outrageous. That is
You don't like mushrooms?
vile. babe.
Outrageous and
vile.
disgusting and disgusting and outrageous.
Yeah,
You
that
don't like
is vile.
mushrooms?
Yeah, but mushrooms is a debatable one because
Yeah,
it's
that is
literally
true, to be fair.
fungus.
Mint sauce is a debatable one.
It's not fungus.
Do you
is
like
it?
mint sauce?
Don't know if I've ever had it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but mushroom is controversial.
Does it
though.
taste like? I don't like the taste of mint. So if it tastes like that, then probably not.
like mushroom is literally a fungus, bro.
Yeah, tastes nice though.
Does taste nice, especially if you have something with it.
You want to eat toe fungus, would you?
You would.
If it tastes like mushrooms, I
not
would.
toe fungus. Oh.
Oh, dearie me. As
Right.
professional as ever here on the HMB podcast.
Got a few good clips out of this one.
We have
Well-
actually, but I'm not the one that's going to be editing the clips channel, if that ever does
Unlucky
come to
Rob.
fruition.
Unlucky, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. That won't be a thing because if it comes down to
It
me,
means
actually
Rob
start.
actually doing efforts.
Well, it actually
Yes.
turns out I might be the best editor here because I got the highest grade on
Yeah,
our,
but this is
radio
that's
video
editing.
editing.
that's for audio
This is
editing.
video
though. I can
editing.
audio edit.
Anyone
I
can
can't
audio edit.
video edit.
Yeah, where were your grades then? Huh?
Doesn't really matter, does
Yeah,
it?
that's true. Maybe you're a fraud.
Yeah.
I was saying.
Well, it doesn't really matter because this is video editing, and I'm the only one that. Well, I don't
We'll
trust
see.
you. I
We'll
don't
see
trust
then.
you two
We'll,
to do it.
we'll see when the TV package comes out. If Jake batters you on that as well, then he
They
can take
probably
over.
will, to be honest. I'm just.
Whoever scores the best on the
steady
TV
decline.
package has to take over editing next year.
I am.
Well,
world
at least it'll give me free up a bit of time for me. But oh well, never mind. Yeah. Another interesting episode of the HMB podcast. It's probably going to be the way forward, isn't it? This is just
tennis
sort
in
of.
it.
No.
What do you mean tennis?
Don't know. Just wanted to get the word tennis in there because I like it.
Tennis.
Riley Opelka, what a man, 6'11".
Cool. Thanks.
He's a
Don't care.
surf bot, bro.
I,
Aces after aces
I don't know
after
what he's talking
aces. Sue. Riley Opelka, joint tallest man ever to play on the ATP tour.
I have just realised I want to kind of wrap this up in 2 minutes because I know Rob's camera does it every 15 minutes. Or so, well, no, it's 17, isn't it?
17 minutes 18 seconds.
Oh,
to be
never mind.
exact.
Man. Bye, guys.
What, is that it? Is that your outro?
Just bye,
Right.
guys.
Bye then.
That actually is it. All right.
Fucking hell.
All right. Well, I'll turn the recording off then. Fucking shambles.
That was world class outro.
Go on, then.
Bye.
Until bye.
Fucking hell.